Okay, so it all kicks off with a murder inside the world's most famous museum. But here's the thing. This is no ordinary crime scene, not even close. It's actually a super intricate puzzle, left behind by a dying man, and it's what starts the whole global phenomenon of the Da Vinci Code. So, let's break it down.
Just listen to that. If I die, the truth will be lost forever. I mean, wow. Those are the final desperate thoughts of our victim, Jacques Saunière. And right there, in that one sentence, the stakes are set sky high. We're talking about a secret that's not only worth dying for, but one that could vanish forever if he doesn't get his message out.
And the setting, it's just incredible. This isn't some back alley crime. This whole thing goes down inside the beautiful, famous halls of the Louvre, literally surrounded by some of the most priceless art in the world.
So the victim is Jacques Saunière, the museum's highly respected curator. But here's where it gets really weird. The most baffling detail? He wasn't trapped by his killer. No, he actually triggered the security gates himself, locking the gallery from the inside. Think about that. This wasn't just a murder, it was a performance, a carefully staged event.
Okay, so because of this one very strange death, four totally different and, let me tell you, very powerful people are about to be pulled right into the middle of this whole thing.
First up, we've got our hero, Robert Langdon. He's a Harvard professor who studies symbols, and what do you know, he just happens to be in Paris giving a lecture. But here's the real kicker, the coincidence that's going to change his entire life. He actually had a meeting scheduled with Saunière for that very night.
All right, running the investigation is Captain Bazou Fave. His nickname is the Bull, and trust me, the name fits. This guy's intense, deeply religious, and he doesn't walk onto this crime scene with an open mind. Oh no, he shows up absolutely convinced he already knows exactly what happened.
And then there's the assassin. His name is Silas. He's an albino monk who takes his orders from a mysterious figure he only calls teacher. For Silas, there's no conflict at all between being devout and being a killer. He's a man of such absolute faith that he truly believes the violence he commits is God's will.
And right away, you realize this is so much bigger than just a simple murder investigation. What we're actually seeing is the first public shot in a secret war, a war that's been raging in the shadows for centuries. So we're immediately introduced to the two sides in this war. On one side, you've got the Priory of Sion. This is a secret society that's supposedly been around forever, and its members allegedly included people like Leonardo da Vinci and Isaac Newton. Their whole mission is to protect some ancient world-shattering secret. And on the other side, we have Opus Dei, a very real, very devout, and pretty controversial Catholic group, and they want that secret buried for good. You've got these two ancient forces on a collision course, and this murder in the Louvre? That's the spark that's going to light the fire.
All right, let's head back to the crime scene because we need to talk about the heart of this whole mystery, that absolutely bizarre and cryptic message that Jacques Saunière created, literally as he was dying. So, imagine this. With the last ounce of his strength, dying from a gunshot, Saunière doesn't scribble down the name of his killer. No, he does something else entirely. He creates a work of art. He strips completely naked. He arranges his own body with incredible care. And then, he dips his finger into his own wound to use his blood as ink and draws a single symbol right on his stomach.
And that symbol, the one he drew in his own blood, well, that's the key to this entire thing. It's a perfect five-pointed star, a pentacle. And what it means, well, that's what this whole fight is about.
See, for Captain Fache, the meaning is simple. It's devil worship, satanic stuff, case closed. But for Robert Langdon, the expert on symbols, it means something completely different. To him, it's one of the oldest symbols in the world. For the sacred feminine, it represents the goddess Venus, female divinity. So you have two experts looking at the exact same thing and coming up with two totally opposite conclusions.
And the pose, the way he arranged his body, that wasn't random at all. Turns out, Saunière was meticulously recreating one of the most famous drawings in history, Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. You know the one, it's all about divine proportion and harmony. He is absolutely, deliberately pointing everyone towards Leonardo.
But here's the thing, all of that, the pose, the symbol on his stomach, that was all stuff that was meant to be seen by everybody. Saunière left one final layer to his puzzle, something that he only wanted certain people to find.
Yeah, it turns out he used a special blacklight pen to write one last message right there on the floor. It's totally invisible to the naked eye, and it was definitely intended for a very specific audience.
So when the police finally hit the floor with a black light, this is what glows back at them. You've got this jumbled mess of numbers, and then two really shocking lines. O draconian devil and O lame saint. And just like that, Langdon's whole theory about goddesses and the sacred feminine, it kind of goes right out the window. Suddenly, Fage's devil worship idea starts to look a whole lot more believable, doesn't it?
So let's recap. We're left with a body posed like a Da Vinci drawing, a bloody symbol that could mean gods or devils, an invisible message that sounds like a crazy accusation, and a code that makes no sense. It all boils down to one massive question. What on earth was the secret that Jacques Saunière was trying to protect? What was so important that he would use his very last moments to create this one final, perfect puzzle?